Example 2. Using the graph at the right, it shows the height h in feet of a small rocket t seconds after it is launched. The path of the rocket is given by the equation h is equal to negative 16t to the second power plus 128t. So the first question, how long is the rocket in the air? So we know that t, that's the time, is on the bottom of this graph. So we notice that this graph only exists from 0, that's where it starts, to 8. So 8 seconds is how long that rocket was in the air. So what was the greatest height the rocket reaches? So height is h, but we need to find t first in order to find what h is equal to. So remember, the greatest height is the vertex of that parabola. So I'm going to use negative b over 2a, and remember 128 is b, so negative 128 over 2 times negative 16. And if you put this into your calculator, you will get 4. Now we need to use 4 in order to get our maximum height. So wherever there's a t, I'm going to put 4. And then when I put this into my calculator, don't forget your signs, I get 256 feet. That is the maximum height, which it looks about right if we look at the graph. So after 2 seconds, about how high is the rocket? So because it says about how high, I'm going to just eyeball it with just looking at the graph. So 2 seconds, it's right about here, which is 190 feet. Is the rocket going up or down? So if we look at this graph, the rocket is going up at that point. So it's going up. So the next one, it says after 6 seconds. So I'm going to find 6. How high is the rocket? So it looks like it's about the same, 190 feet. So is the rocket going up or down? So on this side is going down. So the rocket is going down on this side of the graph. All right. So using the equation, find the exact value of the height of the rocket at 2 seconds. So that means 2 seconds, remember, is your time. So we're going to find h at t equals 2. So wherever there's a t in this original equation, we're going to put the number 2. And then when we put this in our calculators, we get 192 feet. So it was really, really close. So what is the domain of the graph? So the domain, remember, is your x's. And we just said at the bottom that it's only 8 seconds. So this graph only exists for 8 seconds, from 0 to 8. So our domain would be between t is equal to 0 and t is equal to 8. Another way to write that is 0, t is less than or equal to 0, or greater than or equal to 0, or less than or equal to 8. So that's another way to write it. What is the range of the graph? So the range is the y. So how high does this graph go? So the maximum height is 256 feet. So this graph only exists when y is less than or equal to 256 feet. So when is the graph increasing? The graph is increasing between t is equal to 0 and t is equal to 4. And is decreasing between t is equal to 4 and t is equal to 8. Because remember, our axis of symmetry goes straight down the middle. So on this side of the axis of symmetry, it's increasing. On this side, it is decreasing. So that's how I got between 0 and 4, and then between 4 and 8.